guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're watching The Legend of Korra. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are watching episode 7 of season 3 of The Legend of Korra. It's the only single episode I think we're doing for all the seasons because of the number of episodes in season 3 and just how the rest of the episodes line up. I believe they are happy little sandwiches. So me and Nathanael have decided that this is our lone soldier. This is lucky number 7 all by itself. So last time... The last 2 episodes were really hard for me to swallow a little bit because of the fighting sister aspect when I don't have my sister anymore and I would love to have an argument with her. I would love to hear her voice again. I would love to have her around just in any capacity, and to like see these two struggle for 30 years, you know, it's heartbreaking because sisters are supposed to be, you know, like the people are there with you through the thick and the thin and the hard stuff. And not having them around, I think, yes, definitely it helped Sue mature and become a better person. And she's a great mom, and she's leading the people at the Metal Clan, like just it's amazing. It's amazing. That whole place that she's built for her and those people, and just how secure it is. I hope it's super secure because we have people coming for Korra that are definitely scary, and I feel like they're at the top of their game. But the relationship between Sue and Lynn was so heavy for me, and like I just wanted Lynn to forgive her sister, but I didn't know why. We got the explanation for the scar on her face, and you know, it to me, I know a lot of people don't like thinking that our favorite characters from ATLA in any way were flawed or imperfect, or that they weren't good at something. And I like that Toph wasn't a perfect mom because she didn't have a perfect mom. She didn't have a perfect childhood. So she didn't have an example other than the fact that she didn't want to be a hover parent or, you know, make them think that they were fragile and that they're going to break at any moment. And the way that she was treated and sheltered, she didn't want that for them. And I like that, but I feel like when you have one thing that's such an extreme, that you have a tendency to lean into the extreme of the other rather than just be like, you know what, I'm still going to care about them and make sure that they're okay. Not that she didn't care about them, but like, I'm still going to like make sure that there are rules and boundaries, but I'm going to let them experience things. And in her way, it was like free for all, you know, raise yourself. And I like that Toph isn't perfect. She never was. But it's really easy to think that she would have had it all figured out when in reality, if you think about it, she wouldn't have. And, you know, her being out on this enlightenment journey, like that makes me think that she saw the error in her ways and she might have wanted to figure out why. And I don't think that necessarily makes up for history, but what it can do is change the future for these girls. And maybe she could be a better mom and you know, like actually have a close relationship with them. That would make me happy. I don't know if we get Toph. I don't know if she appears. No spoilers, but like, of course, you know, if she does, great. If she doesn't, also, I'm willing to accept that. I just don't want people to die off screen. Not that I needed to see Aang die, but you know, he was really important. And Sokka. Apparently Sokka's gone, and I really would have liked to, you know, have a little bit more from him. Anyway, rather than get sad about the people we don't have, let's concentrate on the people that we do have. Of course, all these new Airbenders that are popping up, and Sue's daughter Opal being an Airbender, like that's super exciting. I think Korra might not be the best teacher for airbending, but I think she'd be a great teacher in the sense that it is a teenager learning from a teenager. And like they could be kind of more friends rather than like kind of, not saying that Tenzin was like a drill sergeant, but like, you know, he tried to really be structured, and that does not work for Korra. And I don't think that would be Korra's way of teaching either. So I'm curious to see how she teaches her airbending. But we also got Sue teaching Korra how to metal bend, and she's the first metal bending avatar, which I think is insane that Aang never learned it. Now, granted, he didn't have to, but I feel like he'd be like, I want to know a little bit about that. And then Bolin wanting to learn. And I have total faith in Bolin that he could do this, even if it's a little bit, but I wish nothing but that for him because I feel like that would really help him confidence-wise. You know, like I think him being an actor is very superficial confidence. I think him being able to pick up a new skill only builds his confidence more. And I like the relationship that he has with Opal. Her like kind of calling him out on weird behavior and him changing it and saying like, yeah, I don't know why I do that. And having a little bit of self-awareness now that like he does that around her, and them having a really healthy relationship and openly talking about things and not just letting it linger and hang out there, which is a pet peeve of mine, is when people don't communicate with each other. And like that made me really happy. That was like so refreshing. So speaking of communication, with Lynn around, we learned that of course Zahir is on his way to find Korra. Now, why he's after Korra? Like, it seemed like very much he just wants the Avatar gone, dead, kaput. I don't know if it's captured, use her now, like, because now she's pretty powerful, and I would think it would have been easier to take on a child. Because they're actually really good benders. Like, I mean, Minghua being able to bend without arms, and I don't know if she's born that way or if that happened to her and she learned to do that. Either way, like, that's phenomenal. And so essentially she does have arms. They're just water. I don't know what she does if water's not around, but definitely she's interesting and cool. Ghazan being able to bend molten rock and will use earth to make molten rock and use it as a weapon. Insane. Combustion bending, of course, is the coolest, scariest thing. It's the closest thing you have to a gun in this world. Please, scary. She really is, but like freaking cool. Like, what a cool hairstyle. Like, I like when I think that the villains are cool because, one, like when they're joking around with each other, it makes them feel a little bit more human. They have these, you know, bonds and these relationships, so they definitely seem more like real people instead of like caricatures like we got in the last season. You know, I don't think Unabatu was that scary, and he wasn't really that well built of a character, other than like he's going to throw his brother's life away so he can have ultimate power. Of course, he's going to throw his son away so he could have ultimate power. So, you know, like I don't know what the reasoning was behind it. I needed a little bit more backstory as to why he felt the way he did. And he didn't. And so I'm hoping that we get backstories about Zahir and Ghazan and Pli and Minghua, because they are really freaking cool. So far. I'm bummed Ghazan shaved his head because I thought with the hair, hot. I was dope, looked awesome, looked kind of wizardy, right? And now he's kind of like an airbender without hair, minus the tattoos. So little disappointed in that. But I was also kind of curious because I keep forgetting what the name of it is. Gaolai, something. I keep thinking Lake Laogai, and that's not the same thing. But the airbender that he was studying that was talking about being weightless, and I feel like weightless means flying. And so if he is connected, if he's meditating, if he can get into the spirit world and he can connect easier, well, I guess the spirit world and our worlds combined, but if he can like meditate and somehow find her, which I still don't know how he did that, then, you know, obviously he's well read and he has these tools that we don't know about yet. And maybe he is going to master the art of weightlessness, because he needed the glider to get off of Air Temple Island. So he hasn't yet. A flying airbender that you can't detect seismically and that can get away without needing air below them or, you know, water with them, or, I don't know, rising up through fire. I don't really know firebenders. But, you know, like, it seems like there's at least 3 elements that can push you up into the sky. I guess you could use your hands Iron Man style with fire. Have we seen that? Because that would be bomb. Mako, work on that. That would be really cool to see Mako fly like a superhero, but like Tony Stark style. I'm here for it. But I'm wondering if that's going to play into something, because he brought it up at the very beginning, so I do think it's important. Now, also, you know, he was at Air Temple Island and he infiltrated quite easily, and he fought Kaya. And I was worried for Kaya because I'd never seen her fight really before, like fight. And she really held her own. I was really proud of her. I'd like to see more of that. And she, you know, protected her family and the rest of the airbenders that are there. So I think everyone from Air Temple Island is now going to be heading to the Northern Air Temple. I think that's where Tenzin is. I would love to see them. Just Janora and Kai and everybody that they have with them up there, you know, working on airbending and meditating. And now that we know we can have evil airbenders, we need all the good airbenders we can possibly find. And the ones that want to come with us, let's not force them, Korra. But definitely the more airbenders we have, the better chance we have at defeating Gazan. Gazan? No. Tahir. Both. Why not? Gazan's the one that sticks with me because, like, I am very intrigued by him the most because I studied geology not only in high school but in college. I ended up changing my major because I was like, I don't want to dig for oil and I don't want to teach this. So I'm not going to study this anymore. But like my main focus was volcanoes. And so I like really find him intriguing that he can make molten rock and use it. Almost cut my hair with my molten rock. So Gazan's like the, oh God, am I crushing on an evil guy? I don't know. I don't even know what his face looks like. Like, I can't think of what his face looks like. His ability is the thing that's sticking with me. Anyway, now that I made it a little awkward. I don't know where we're going next because we got Varric back and he's working on some stuff. And so, you know, here's the thing. Speaking of Tony Starks, he definitely is an interesting character. He's fun. He's not overly obnoxious. They don't use him too much, but like when he's in a scene, he steals it every single time. And I don't want to like him as much as I do because I know that he's not the super most trustworthy guy. Like he wasn't wrong in a lot of the stuff that he did, but the way he goes about it it's not comfy to me. He makes me uncomfortable in that way, but just because somebody makes me uncomfortable doesn't mean it's necessarily wrong. Or maybe my moral compass is leaning one way stronger than another. I'm not sure, but I do enjoy Varric and his shenanigans, and I'm looking forward to more. And you know, to see Korra teach some airbending, I want to see Bolin bend some metal. I don't know if it's all going to happen in one episode, but I'm looking forward to it regardless. So guys, let's stop stalling and get into this episode. Lucky number 7, here we go.
Korra remained safe in Zaofu.
I forgot that's what it was called.
Northern Air Temple to begin their training.
Oh, we're going to the original Airbenders. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is like the perfect episode for today.
His pupils once again pleaded with their master to eat something, but he refused. Instead, he simply meditated, getting his nourishment from the universe.
I would be so focused and happy to be there.
Monk Tang Zhu
like him.
completed the 97th day of his historic fast. On which island? Anyone besides Otaku
I like
who
Otaku.
already studied this in his acolyte training? And is answering every question?
Oh, come on, he's excited.
Wheel-tail Island.
That is correct. Again.
Oh, but don't be so mad
Now
about
on
it.
day
Gosh.
98.
Greetings, our people. I come seeking
Boomy.
boring stories to take back to the spirit world.
Oh, Tenzin, you gotta lighten up, buddy. Yay! Look at Oogie go! I miss Appa! Look at you, Oogie!
That was incredible! When do we get to fly around in our own bison like that?
Only after many years of practice and intense
That's a way to get them to train.
Cool. Wow, look at that.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Oh, that's a wild herd. It would take many years to tame them.
Dad! We brought you more airbenders!
That totally looked like Aang off the side of that bison.
Okay, everyone is dismissed. We'll just pick this up tomorrow.
Sorry, Tenzin.
How is everything in the city?
Yeesh.
Zahir infiltrated the air temple.
Is everyone all right?
I fought with him, but he got away. And he stole some old necklace that had something to do with Guru Lakshmi.
That's
Guru Lahima.
Lahima.
Right. You know, I can never keep all those gurus straight.
Neither.
Remember that long, boring story about the guy who never ate?
Oop.
Yes,
Did he just
I remember.
told?
Avatar Korra is calling on the temple radio.
Oh! How convenient.
Are you all right? Where are you?
With Beifong's sister in Zaofu.
Lin willingly took you to her sister?
Not exactly. We got a call about a new airbender, and it turned out to be Sue's daughter, Opal. She'll be headed your way soon.
That's wonderful.
She is
Oh,
wonderful.
Bolin.
And pretty and so smart. And she smells like flowers. Sorry.
No, it's cute!
How's the training going?
Not so well, I'm afraid. No one seems to be interested in the hard work required to become a part of the Air Nation.
You need to give yourself a break. Let Janora and the kids help you out.
Yes.
And what about Boomy? He was a naval commander. Maybe he has some ideas about how to get people motivated.
Yeah.
He's my worst student.
Yeah, but he loves to organize people.
He does.
If you ask him for help, you can trick him into taking more responsibility by making him think the whole thing was his idea.
Smart, Korra. Very
Actually
smart.
sounds like a good plan.
Yes.
You're turning into a pretty wise avatar after all.
Conflict resolution. It's what I do.
Good for you, girl. Good for you.
We should go down there. I want to fly one of those bisons.
I don't know. We might get in trouble.
Yeah.
Come on, let's have some fun.
Kai, come
We'll be back
on.
before anyone realizes we're gone.
I guess it will be alright.
Oh, Janora. The things we do for the boys we like. It's so cool.
Baby bisons. How come they're all on the ground?
Baby
Airbenders and
bison.
calves can't fly for a week or two after they're born, so the entire herd will stay near the ground in the valley.
Let's go see the babies.
Be careful, the mothers are very protective.
Yeah. Although I want to see the babies too. Hello. Oh my gosh, I have to hold my appa.
Kai, get out of there!
Yeah, I warned him. I warned him.
You really saved me down there. You're an incredible airbender. Why don't you have tattoos like an airbending master?
Oh.
My dad says I'm not a master yet.
You can do everything your dad can. Plus, you have all those spirity powers.
Good point.
If anyone's a master, you are.
Well, I don't think Kai gets to say that, but whatever.
And he looks around real sad and says, I know I should have followed my dreams and become a dentist.
How come you grew up to be so cool, while Tenzin became such a stick in the mud?
Aww.
Well, I guess cool is just something you're born with.
Boomy, can I talk to you?
Let me guess, you want to criticize me for something.
Aw.
Actually, I need your help.
With what?
I don't think I'm doing very well with the new Airbenders. And everyone knows you're a natural leader.
True, I did win the Admiral Tung Natural Leadership Award. Twice.
What would you do if you were in charge?
Yeah.
Help me be more like you.
Yeah.
I'd love to. You've got to use military discipline to whip these troops into shape.
I don't know.
The only way to deal with new recruits is to break them down so you can build them back up.
Mildly.
Rule with an iron fist. Show them who the master is.
Thanks for the insight.
My pleasure.
What, you want to take that over, Boomy?
Dawn Patrol! Everyone up!
What are you doing?
Iron Fist!
I'm taking your advice. I'm going to break you down and build you back up. Now get moving, recruit!
I know, you're too old for this, Boomy.
Nothing like a 10-mile hike first thing in the morning.
Don't these robes come in a warm bison fur version?
No, of course not.
Oh, yeah, they don't use animals. Nope, Boomy.
This is the perfect time to learn meditation and proper breathing technique. Airbenders are able to warm themselves with only their breathing.
Oh.
Ah, this is so much more refreshing than sleeping.
You know, when I said that thing about an iron fist...
Hush. Meditation time.
It's not recess. You guys gotta learn. Ah, I love this.
Can we go back to bed now?
Now that we're refreshed and loose from our hike and meditation, it's time for a balancing exercise. The key is to maintain your heaven and earth connection. Now you try.
Oh, I would get a pole right up my bum. I would fall so quickly.
Get back up! What's the matter? You can't handle it, soldier?
He's so much like Sokka. I love it.
Don't you think you're being a little hard on them?
Maybe.
Don't worry, they can take it. Ignore the lemurs digging in your ears. Concentrate on your breathing and you won't even know they're there.
Oh, Taku.
When the head is shaved, an airbender is able to feel the wind around him. It is both humbling and freeing.
Just don't cut anyone, please.
You want to sneak away and go check on the baby bisons?
You should be paying attention.
Yeah, tell him, Janora. Ooh.
All right, who's next?
I'm not sure I want to shave my head.
That's fine. Shaving your head is a personal choice.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Then we can get right to our next training exercise, obstacle course.
Poor guy.
You're pushing too hard. Maybe we should give them a break.
I have this under control.
No, do you? Oh. Okay.
Concentrate. Airbenders move like the wind.
Oh! Melon! Oh my gosh! He's way too happy doing that, by the way. What a devil grin.
Stay light on your feet.
At least it's not cabbages. Cactus! Good job, Kai. Oh! Oh, my butt hurts so bad right now. Who's on the side down there? Was that Boomy?
Everyone is waiting for you, Boomy. If you don't make it over in the next 30 seconds, they'll all have to run through the course again.
You can do it, Boomy! Come on!
Yes, 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 yes. You got this. No! Oh, just like with Tenzin and Kaya.
I'm finished. I never wanted to be an airbender, and I'm too old to be back in boot camp. Count me out.
Fine, quit. We don't need your attitude in the new Air Nation.
Tenzin.
This is just as bad as the Earth Queen's prison.
Oh.
I'm tired of all this complaining. Jinora, take over.
Does this mean I'm the master now?
Yes, lead them through some basic exercises.
Well, since I'm a master, when do you think I can get my tattoos?
What brought this on?
I was just talking to Kai.
What does he know about when you should get tattoos?
It's very
the
fair.
answer is no. You're just a little girl.
I'm not a little girl anymore. I can airbend just as well as you. I know everything about our culture and history, and I have a stronger connection with the spirits than you ever will. Lead your own class.
Mic drop on Tenzin.
Hiki, Milo, you're up. Just lead them through the Bagua Circle.
Look at Milo.
Look to your left. Look to your right. One of those people will not make it out of here alive.
Whoa, Milo, calm down. Damn. I think the baby air bisons are kind of the way of getting everyone to shape up.
Sorry if what I said got you in trouble with your dad.
It's not your fault. He just can't believe that I'm grown up now and I don't need him telling me what to do like one of his recruits.
I know something that'll cheer you up.
It's always the baby air bison. It would cheer me up too until
Where
the
did all
mom.
the spirits go?
Oh, where are the spirits?
Where are the babies?
Yeah, oh god. What is happening right now? They didn't trap the bison, did they?
What are these kids doing in my camp?
He's got bison fur on.
Thought they might tell someone we're here.
They're those new airbenders. Must be living up at the temple. Let's get out of here before someone comes looking for these kids. We'll take them to Ba Sing Se with the rest of the fresh meat.
They did not kill all those bison.
Tattoos. How can she think?
Oh my god. I am so sick to my stomach.
Boomy ruins everything.
No, he doesn't.
Taking a little break from teaching?
I failed.
You did not.
Can't they see that I'm trying to rebuild an entire culture?
You know, just because these people can airbend, it doesn't automatically make them air nomads.
That's a good point.
I remember when I moved out of my parents' house to become an air acolyte, that first night I was so scared and lonely, and the bed was so hard.
It's actually better for your back.
That's not the point.
The point is, I really wanted to be there, but it still took time for me to adjust and feel like I was a part of it all. These people are probably feeling the same way.
Yeah, they're homesick.
You have to be patient.
Now I know how Korra feels when I'm talking to her. Thank you, Pema. Boomy, I want to apologize for losing my patience.
I'm not talking to you.
Hey! Get back here!
Little sass from Boomju, too. I like
Where's
it.
Jinora?
I saw her fly off on her glider with her boyfriend.
Her boyfriend?
Ooh. Yes, find them.
How can you steal these bison? They're endangered.
That's why they're worth so much.
Oh, God.
The Earth Queen and her fancy friends pay big money for bison steaks and other weird meat. I even heard she ate her dad's pet bear.
Oh my god.
Do that spirit beaming thing you did to find me.
I can't. I'm all cramped in here and I need quiet and time to focus. Maybe I can send a message.
How? Like radio?
Spirits, I need your help.
Find Boomju. Tell him we're in trouble.
No, I don't think I should apologize. Tenzin just wants to boss everybody around. I'm too old for that.
Maybe. Oh, Boomju.
Well, let's face it, I'm just not cut out to be an airbender.
Yes, you are. You're just a different type of airbender.
Wait, did Jinora send this spirit? Is she in trouble?
Great instincts, Boomy.
Jinora's in trouble. We have to go get her.
How do you know?
Boomju's friend told me.
You were able to communicate with the spirits?
More or less, I get the gist. Let's go.
It's like talking to R2. You just dee. Oh, okay, yeah, we know what to do.
Iki and Milo, grab some bison. Airbenders, move out!
Yes! Airbender Army! Led by Boomy.
Bison rustlers. They've got Kai and Jinora locked in crates. We'll have to move fast.
I don't know if I'm ready to get in a fight with some bison rustlers. I can tell without the telescope that they're mean-looking.
You'll be okay.
Listen, this is what we've been training for. Remember how we persevered together on the obstacle course?
You actually quit.
Well, I'm not quitting now.
Yep.
I know we've had a tough time, me more than anyone, but we're airbenders, and there aren't many of us, so we've got to stick together. They've got 2 of our own in cages out there, and we're not leaving until we bring them home.
Leave no airbender behind.
That's right. Oh my god, I love Boomy so much. Oh, yeah. Forgot. Kai knows how to get out of this stuff. Yeah.
Free the bison first.
Hey, what are you doing out?
Nice. Kai is trouble, but he is good in a pinch. Yeah, this is good though. They'll learn how to defend against earthbenders. You got this, you got this. Cause his head's shaved. Ah! Good job! Oh my gosh, I love watching newbies do their thing. Good job, Milo. No toots required. It's funny, I'm not really worried about Jinora as much as I am the bison.
What's going on down there?
Yeah. Mama and Daddy are mad. Can Kai drive? Does he know what to do here? Uh-oh. Yeah, you in trouble. We saw what a Mama Bison did. Whoa! Whoa! I said we saw what a Mama Bison did to 2 kids that just wanted to be near the babies. You in trouble.
I give up.
You think you could kidnap Jinora and all these baby bisons?
Kai!
Kai! That's enough.
Yeah.
An airbender never attacks a defenseless opponent.
Well.
But that was very good technique.
Thank you. It's a nice compliment to add on top of that. We're gonna ride some bison.
Maybe you boys haven't heard, but there's some new airbenders around these parts. And you never mess with an airbender's bison.
Never, not ever.
Without my shaved head, I never could have dodged that net. I really felt it coming at me. You guys should totally get shaved.
He's selling it.
Your connection with the spirits and natural leadership, you remind me of Dad.
I'm sorry I've been causing you so much trouble.
It's such a huge
I guess
compliment.
I was just scared of not being able to measure up as an airbender. You know, even though I'm Aang's son, I never really felt like I was part of the Air Nation before.
You are now.
Oh, look at these babies!
They're so friendly now.
The bison are the original airbenders. They recognize their own kind.
I'm sorry for running off.
We're just lucky no one was hurt. But I also realized that perhaps I was too harsh with you.
Does that mean I can get my airbender tattoos?
It's hard for me to believe that my little girl is grown up enough to have her tattoos. But I promise I'll think about it. Fair enough?
Yeah.
Jinora, look! They're flying!
Yay! So they just bob around in the sky?
I guess everyone is growing up.
Yeah. Oh my god, I love that episode so much! I want to watch more, but here we are. Limited to 1. Okay, so it was actually really nice because I was wondering if we were going to get any, like, I didn't know if it would be a main focus or just, I didn't know if we were going to show up at the end of the season and just have all of these air benders. I keep calling them air nomads, and like I'm very glad that Pema like kind of pointed out that like they're not all air nomads, like they're just airbenders. And I know air nomads are trained at the temple, and that's what Tenzin's trying to create. But a lot of them, you know, just aren't going to be able to be that way, the way that he's picturing everything. So definitely, you know, like Boomy taking control. I'm so excited for him. I absolutely love and adore Boomy. I love his stories. I think that like his spirit that he has is actually so much lighter than Tenzin's. And that's probably why he like finds it really easy to connect with the spirits, is just because he is lighter. Like he's not so, like he doesn't have this weight on his shoulders. Like literally the weight on Tenzin's shoulders are weighing him down, that it is making it hard for him to be light and like air. And you know, him trying to find different ways of connecting to all of these people, you know, like I liked the approach of asking Boomy, but again, when I was talking about Toph, you know, like because she was raised very like treated like she was very fragile and she was very sheltered, that she went the complete opposite way. So Tenzin went the complete opposite way. And you know, you have to find that happy medium, that middle ground somewhere. Now Kai is still a troublemaker, and him wanting to sneak off to go to the baby bisons, I totally get. I totally understand. Me too. But I just don't like that it's always Jinora and that it's Tenzin's daughter that's doing it. But it worked out really well in this instance because it gave all of the airbenders, you know, a chance to use whatever abilities they've been working on. And yeah, they weren't trained and they're not fully trained, and like their powers aren't fully actualized yet, but they got to actually explore their powers. And I don't know if it was Daw? I don't know if it was Daw that had the shaved head or not. Sometimes it's hard for me to tell who's who, especially when they're wearing the same outfit. But, you know, like him having a shaved head and being able to detect that net, I was like, oh, yes. I was like, I don't know if everyone else wants to shave their head. I don't know if Jinora getting her tattoos means that she would have to shave her head to get the whole tattoo. I think that would be really cool. It'd be so dope to see. And, you know, Kai is right in the sense that, like, you know, she can do everything that Tenzin does, and she has the spiritual connection. And, you know, I don't know what Tenzin did to get his air bending mastery tattoos. I don't know, maybe it was the cycle thing that he was doing when they were doing, like, the circus. I think that she's ready. I think that she's ready. And she's a really good airbender. And Milo, man, he is fierce. Like when they were all fighting and everything, and Milo was just like pulling out the stops, like that is a powerful little kid, and no toots were involved. I think farts are funny. I think farts are always funny. I just don't think that they're necessarily funny with airbending, because like I want to be an airbender. Like if I were to choose a bending style that I could implore and explore and figure out for myself, it would be airbending, and I don't want that to be a power that I would use. Or would it be? You know, in hindsight, maybe I don't know. Huh. I take it back. Milo might be onto something. But I love that we're like using the kids to help train. I'm really excited for the future of the airbenders in the series now that we have them back. And, you know, like they weren't really motivated. Like, and Tenzin's telling the story about the guru and Lauhima. Oh, I'm already gonna mess that up. I need to already go back. And like I'm with her, like I can't remember. That's why I was like Lake Laogai, Lau, whatever. They'll say it again. For the love of God. Can't remember anything. But I do think that that's like really super important. And the fact that Ghazan has the necklace now, you know, I think weightlessness is on our agenda for him, which will be interesting. It will be very cool. And if Tenzin can also do the same thing, that would be amazing. I'm really looking forward to kind of watching, because I feel like, I know Korra is the main protagonist and like also Avatar, so she's the one that's going to end up fighting a lot of these people, but I want to see Tenzin up against some of these people too. Just to see him like pulling out all the stops. Airbender v Airbender. I think that'd be really dope. And of course, like, I love seeing the bison, and I love that Tenzin explains that, like, that the air bison were the first airbenders and that they recognized their own kind. And I love that they're baby bison, which means that, like, the population's just getting bigger and bigger, and eventually even the wild air bison, will accept these airbenders, and, like, some of these baby bison will then, go to some of these airbenders. And just the scene that we got of Aang, getting Appa was just so wonderful. I miss you, buddy. Remember Appa's lost days?
I guess this means we'll always be together.
Oh God, I was beside myself. But I really like how, like, this series has not only touched on, endangerment of animals and poaching, and especially with Appa, of, like, them being mistreated. It's just like circuses mistreating animals, all stuff like that. I love how, like, they're not shy about, like, saying, like, this is what we're talking about, and it's not okay. It's not okay at all. So obviously the next... Poor Appa. So obviously in the next couple episodes, we're probably going to get more on Zahir, Ghazan, Pli, and Minghua, and probably more from the Air Temple, but definitely, did Opal come with them? Or did they say that they were bringing... I don't know if Opal's on her way to the Northern Temple or not. I don't think I saw her. Was she there? Dang it, I don't remember. But definitely moving on with Team Avatar, I'm super excited to get our villains. I think it's weird for me to say I'm super excited to see our villains, because, like, they're not good for us. They're not good for Team Avatar, but they're really cool. They're pretty dope, so I want to see that. So definitely wrapping up one episode's a lot harder than two, and kind of like what I want to see next, but definitely looking forward to the next couple episodes. So if you want to watch the full-length reaction, it will be available on my Patreon, as well as up to 3 episodes early? 5? 3? I don't know. Nathanael, do the math. Anyways, it's 2 reactions, but in the meantime, remember to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. What did you guys think of this episode? Because I rather enjoy it. I already love Boomy. Seeing him, connect with Boomju and the other spirits, and having Tenzin say that you're a lot like Dad, that had to, like, touch Boomy so deeply in his soul. And, like, I know that he was scared that he wouldn't be good at it, and he actually is. And when he had the thing of jumping from one rock to the other, it did remind me of Kaya and Tenzin before. And so I think at some point we're going to see Boomy conquer that, and I'm really excited for it. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I really love anytime that we get some air bison. I know it's not Appa, and he's my favorite boy, but it was still nice to see more bison, them thrive, and having more baby bison, because that just means that our population of bison are getting bigger and bigger, and that just excites me so much. But guys, come back here for the next 2 episodes, and in the meantime, yip, and I'll see ya. I miss Appa. He's just so cute.